It's April 18th, 2023 for the public hearing. Call the meeting to order at, not 6 p.m. Roll call, please. McKeever.
Here.
Myers.
Here.
Wirebaugh.
Yeah, here.
Potter.
Here.
Sherrick. Spiegel.
Here.
Young.
Here.
I'd like to introduce Mr. McKeever, the Platting Committee Chairman. You take over from here?
I'm sorry?
You want to take over from here?
Sure. Okay, under consideration at this meeting is proposed addition to section 1187.07 entitled Portable Shipping Containers, storage containers, and similar objects. Notice for this public hearing was published in the Bucyrus Telegraph Form on March 16, 2023. Today, anyone interested in expressing his/her opinion about the proposed changes may do so by approaching the podium. Each is asked to state his/her name, address, and whether he or she is a proponent or opponent of the proposed application. 5 minutes will be allotted for each guest. Everyone is asked to keep in mind that this is a public hearing, that this public hearing is being held only to share information. No decisions will be made at this time, and all information presented this evening will be considered by the Platting Committee and/or appropriate committees at a later date. Platting Committee comments. As the proposed amendment to the ordinance, addition. So far, Platting is favorable, but we like to hear the input of the public. So,
Do we have any proponents for the proposal?
John Rostash, zoning administrator for the city of Bucyrus. I'd just like to call your attention to a couple of items that I think should be noted for the public hearing. And at 1187.07, the introduction of it, it just says that shipping containers shall be considered a conditional use in residential districts. So it's not just the zoning administrator or somebody in the engineering zoning office just signing off on these and allowing them to be placed on property in residential districts to be used as a shed or a garage. It's going to go to the Board of Zoning Appeals. Anytime there's a conditional use that can be granted, it's the Board of Zoning Appeals that approves those applications. So I just wanted to bring your attention to that. And then the other one is item D is portable shipping containers and similar objects shall be subject to the requirements of Chapter 1355 of the Bucyrus Codified Ordinance, International Property Maintenance Code. The idea of having this part in there is so we don't have shipping containers that are deteriorated and causing a blight in the neighborhood. So we want to make sure that if you are going to use a shipping container or storage container as a shed or a garage, we want to make sure that it fits in the neighborhood well, that it's well maintained and well taken care of. And I think those are the only other two things. One more thing that Kevin Myers brought up was removing placards, and that's in item E, external placards or stickers such as hazmat placards or Department of Transportation placards indicating the previously stored cargo shall be removed. And this would be for emergency services. They wouldn't see a hazardous material and thinking there's hazardous material in that storage container with its own maybe garden tools and boxes and what have you. So just some important items I thought warranted some discussion. Thank you.
John, can I ask John a question, please?
Absolutely.
What about the ones that was at Kroger? They had all of them on, like, the
Yeah.
north side of their parking lot.
I mean, you don't want to limit those. I mean, that's
Yeah.
part of the operation of their business. So this is strictly for residential purposes and in residential
Okay.
districts.
If I could tack on to Terry's question, in that instance, they knew that they were temporary. Is that allowed currently if they're just less than 30 days?
We don't, our stipulations don't get into that
Okay.
for businesses. And I don't know that the city of Bucyrus needs to be micromanaging that part of somebody's business. You look at Walmart, when they get their seasonal items in, they're in those shipping containers. And, they gotta have some place to put those. I know with Kroger, they're doing a major reset.
Right.
So they needed that space out there. And most of the time, they've caused, we received no complaints at all from anybody, from Kroger's or Walmart. The complaints we do receive are in residential areas, and that's the purpose of
Good.
this.
Thanks.
Yep, you're welcome.
Anybody else have questions for Bill?
All right, thank you all, thank you, Dan Wireball, for bringing this to our attention.
Yeah, bring me right in.
Yeah, we're gonna throw you right under that bus, so.
That's all
But
my
no,
fault.
thank you, I think it's a good legislation, I enjoyed writing it, and, yeah, I think it's gonna be good for our community. Thank you.
Oh, if you enjoyed it, I enjoyed it. You writing it too.
Any other proponents?
Bill Stuckert, 205 North Spring Street. I'm here as a proponent of the addition of 1187.07 portable shipping containers, storage containers, and similar objects. I think this will create or gives a good description and guidance to the property owners and residents who wish to put a storage container or a similar object on their property. Something that we haven't had before, to be a good guideline. I'm also on the Board of Zoning Appeals. And I think this would be a good guideline also for our board to be able to make determinations for acceptance. Thank you.
Do we have any opponents? Seeing none, may I have a motion to refer this subject back to the Platting Committee for further study?
So moved.
I have a motion by Mr. McKeever, a second by Mr. Myers. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. May I have a motion to excuse Ms. Sheriff?
So moved. Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Spiegel, a second by Mr. Young. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Myers, a second by Mr. Potter. We are adjourned at
1808.
6:08.